The night the king sent for me, that was when I knew. I was never brought to this palace just to serve.
You offended me.
How, my prince?
A maiden as beautiful as you should not be suffering under this hot sun.
My mother is sick. I am the only one she has.
Come to the palace. Work for me. I'll make sure she is cared for.
I did not know that day. At that mercy can sometimes hide something deeper. When I entered the palace, the whispers started immediately. She thinks she's special. The prince favors her too much. I kept quiet. I did not come for trouble.
Promise me you will never remove this necklace.
But my prince, I'm only your maid.
One day you will understand.
That was the day jealousy was born.
She will fall. I swear it. And when she does, I will take her place.
But Wanto was not my greatest danger.
Come closer.
My heart began to beat like a drum in the night. If I refuse him, I could lose everything. If I accept, I would betray the only man who showed me kindness. And that was when I understood being chosen is not always a blessing. I had promised the prince that no man would ever take my pride except him. I gave him my word with a pure heart. I never knew fate was already laughing at that promise. That evening, in the king's chamber, my hands trembled as I loosened his royal garment.
You are the one who will attend to me tonight, the way other maids do.
In that moment, everything became clear. Now I understood why the maidens avoided this chamber when the queen was away.
By the grace of the ancestors, I escaped that night. I ran to the prince begging to stay close to him.
She is assisting me tonight. Tell the king she is busy.
That single act saved me, but it marked the beginning of my troubles.
I saw her run from the king's chamber. When the queen returned, Wanto wasted no time.
She spent the night in the king's room while you were away.
And when the queen saw the royal necklace on my neck, her heart burned.
So it is true.
You dare betray me.
I swear I am innocent.
She had not traveled anywhere. She had been hiding.
Waiting.
I will expose both of you.
Do not act foolishly.
The struggle happened so fast. Her voice faded. Queen Yento lay still on the floor. I screamed inside, but no sound came out. The king summoned his wise man, a powerful magician.
We will tell the kingdom she traveled and never returned. And what about her? She cannot be trusted with such a secret. What do we do? Silence her.
My lord, I beg you, show mercy.
I fell to my knees.
Please do not silence me, I beg you.
I have no choice. Perhaps we transform her into something precious, something that will serve our culture and keep this secret forever.
My heart sank. I was ignorant of the danger around me until I became its victim. I didn't understand what he meant until he stretched his hand into the air. He sprinkled strange dust over me, whispering dark words. My body became stiff. My flesh turned to clay, but he could not touch my soul. That same night, the queen was buried in the ancestral forest.
Has anyone seen Sheila?
He searched every room, but I was everywhere and nowhere.
Sheila! Where are you? If you want her never to return, break the clay.
The prince went to my mother's hut. I stood beside them, but they could not see me. The king ordered my statue moved to the Royal Museum. One day, the king decided to auction the artifacts.
This statue looks exactly like her. The necklace is the same one he wore her.
He gently placed the necklace properly around my neck.
If anything on the statue is displaced, her spirit will return for it. If this statue cracks even once, I will exile everyone responsible.
Father, I come in peace, but I also come in pain.
This is the work of our enemies.
But was it truly the enemies? Will the king speak the truth, or will another lie bury the kingdom deeper? But his father refused to tell him the truth.
There are many statues in the museum, my son. Which one are you talking about?
Sheila's statue, the clay lamb that looks exactly like her.
I have never seen it, and I do not personally approve every statue in the museum.
The prince stared at his father, unconvinced. But there was one person who knew the truth. Her name was Wanto.
She saw everything. She saw the moment I was transformed into clay. Wanto kept quiet, not only because she was afraid, but because she loved the prince.
Do you need any help, my prince?
No, besides, you are not a maid. You are a palace maiden.
It will be my pride to serve you. Ever since Sheila disappeared, did you need someone to replace her?
I still hope she will return.
I don't think she will ever come back, my prince.
Why? Sometimes when I look at this statue, it feels like a part of her is still here.
Wanto's heart burned with jealousy. Just because of you, Prince cannot love me. I will destroy you or sell you far away. Even as clay, the prince still loved me. May I come in, my prince?
No problem.
You are the problem, my prince.
How?
You cannot be attached to a statue. She's only clay. But she did not know clay still had a soul. The prince believed the statue was only an effigy of me, but Wanto knew the truth. She knew I had been turned into that lifeless sculpture.
As if she still breathes. She is just clay. I admire the artist who made her, but I do not appreciate my prince loving a statue.
I still love her. And this statue is the only memory I have left.
So you will never love another woman because of clay?
I don't know.
My prince, look into my eyes. Touch my heart. What do you feel?
Just a heart beating.
And what do you see in my eyes?
Maybe fear.
It is afraid to lose you. I am lonely. You cannot keep loving a statue while I am here. She took advantage of his loneliness. My soul watched everything. I was furious.
I cannot do this while she is here.
Who is here?
Her.
That single moment shattered Wanto. She walked out. I followed her spirit as she rushed to her room. That statue ruined everything. I must find the wizard. I must know how to destroy that statue forever. The next morning, she went to the magician's shrine.
What brings you here?
I seek answers.
Her spirit is still strong. That is why the prince still feels her presence.
How can I stop him from loving her?
Destroy the statue.
If the statue breaks, my soul will disappear forever. Wanto's plan was now clear. She wanted to steal the statue, but she knew she could not do it alone. She needed someone bold, someone greedy. How I wish the prince could hear me. How I wish I could appear in his dreams. But Wanto had already made her decision. The moment the merchant heard she came from the palace, he rushed outside.
What brings you to my plantation?
I come with gold, silver, culture, and art.
I have none of those here.
I came to offer them to you.
How?
There is a statue in the palace. It will interest you.
Tell me about this work of art.
It is a sculpture of a beautiful maid, so real it looks alive.
Which maid does it represent?
The missing maid.
Then how can I see it?
The prince keeps it in his chamber. Visit the king, walk around the palace. When you see the statue, offer a huge price.
And if the king refuses?
He will not.
But why do you want it sold?
The prince worships it like a goddess.
You love the prince.
Yes, very much.
What do I gain besides gold?
When I become queen, you will control the palace museum.
And just like that, Wanto convinced the merchant, but the statue still belonged to the prince. Wanto returned to the palace restless and anxious. She was waiting, hoping the merchant would come.
But while her heart raced with excitement, mine was filled with fear. I feared I would be sold, like a common artifact.
As promised, the wealthy merchant finally arrived. He came pretending curiosity, but he knew exactly what he wanted. The king always welcomed wealthy visitors.
Welcome, my guest.
Palm wine and kola nuts were offered, but the merchant's mind was somewhere else.
I was still there. I could see everything. I was once a living maid, now trapped in clay.
That was the story people told about me. But my enemy knew the truth. She was the one who brought the merchant.
Your Royal Highness, permit me to admire the beauty of your palace. Perhaps I may find something worthy of offering treasure in exchange.
As it pleases you, my guest. But some places in this palace are forbidden.
The king ordered a royal guide to lead him. And so the journey toward my silent body began. That was how the merchant found himself walking through the palace. He admired the ancient walls, the carvings, the royal decorations, but his mind was somewhere else. He asked the royal guide to lead him to the prince's chambers. He said he wished to see where the young prince lived, but that was only a ploy. The merchant knew exactly what he wanted. He had come to confirm if the effigy was truly worth the fortune he planned to offer. But the prince had no idea the effigy was beginning to attract attention beyond the palace walls. Also, the prince's heart was already troubled. Questions filled his mind.
Where is my mother, the queen? Why is my father not worried? Why did the queen and Sheila disappear on the same day?
While he was lost in thought, a gentle knock came at the door.
Hail you, my prince. I am the merchant, friend to your father, the king.
I salute you.
May I come in?
Of course.
The moment the merchant entered, his eyes found the effigy.
Wow, this is amazing. I have never seen anything made by human hands like this. It looks so real, and I heard the maiden it represents went missing. I am searching for the person whom made this artwork. This artist must be extraordinary to create something so perfect. How much did you pay the artist? I did not order it, I found it.
I knew the merchant would soon offer a price the prince might not resist. I stood beside the prince, or rather my soul stood beside him, but he could not see me. I called his name, but he couldn't hear me. I reached for him, but he couldn't feel me. I could follow him anywhere in the palace. But the one thing that represented me, my effigy, was about to be taken away.
I will offer you 30 pieces of silver and gold and 10 cowries.
It was a fortune, a treasure many kings would fight over.
Even if you offer me the entire world, I will not accept. She is worth more than the whole world. You know your father is my friend. He might accept such an offer. There is no offer that can buy my heart.
But the merchant was not ready to give up. If the prince would not sell, he would find another way. He decided to meet the woman who told him about the effigy.
Why is the prince so attached to that statue?
If she were human, he would have married her.
What do you mean, if she were human?
The prince loved the maid deeply. That statue looks exactly like her.
How can we make him let go of the effigy?
He's very attached to it.
We must find a way.
The prince can only let go if he falls in love with another maiden. But there is another way.
And Wanto was about to reveal the easiest path. When the merchant asked for a way to take the effigy, Wanto gave him the first answer.
If another woman can take the prince's heart, he will get rid of the effigy.
And if that doesn't work?
Then convince his father. The king loves treasure. He will gladly sell the statue.
But why would a king destroy what makes his son happy?
Because her face reminds him of something shameful. Then pass through the window.
What does that mean?
Steal the effigy.
Wanto was determined. She would not allow the merchant to leave without a plan. But deep inside, I was afraid. If my statue was taken away, the prince might never find me again. And so the merchant went to see the king.
Your Highness, I saw a sculpture in your son's chamber, and I wish to trade great fortune for it.
What fortune do you offer? If that statue remains, your son may never marry. Which sculpture do you speak of?
The effigy of the maid who vanished with the queen. And how much wealth would you trade for it?
Gold, silver, and cowries as well. All this for a sculpture?
It is more than a sculpture. It feels alive.
The king's mind was already made. The fortune tempted him and the statue reminded him of his sins. He would speak to the prince. He would convince him to marry another woman and let the effigy go. The prince stood little chance, for the king's word was law. The king gave the prince a terrible choice: either marry or lose the statue forever. The king had summoned his son to the royal chamber. He told him the time had come to bring home a wife. But to the king, this was more than marriage. It was a plan to get rid of the statue. The prince did not understand the sudden urgency. He wondered why his father was suddenly desperate for him to marry. To the prince, love had become complicated. Every maiden who approached him only pushed him further away. Finally, the king spoke directly. He demanded that the statue be sold.
If you insist on keeping the statue, then marry. But if you refuse marriage, I will sell it.
The king's offer was a trap. If the prince kept the statue, he must marry. If he refused marriage, the statue would be sold. The prince stood silent, trapped in the puzzle his father had created.
I will not accept any price for the statue. Nothing can change how I cherish it.
Do you place a statue above the throne?
It is only when something precious is lost that its value is understood.
The argument filled the chamber with tension. Then the merchant said to the king,
Perhaps there is another way.
He asked the king to speak privately.
Organize a grand festival. Invite all the maidens in the kingdom. If the prince falls in love, the statue will mean nothing. And if it fails, sell the statue to me.
And so the king announced a grand festival.
My people, a grand festival is proclaimed.
But danger was coming. The entire kingdom gathered for one reason. The prince must choose a wife today. The news spread across the kingdom like Harmattan fire. Every maiden hoped the prince might choose her.
I feel so hopeful, as do we all.
Mothers dressed their daughters carefully,
Listen to me. Yes, mother.
whispering advice into their ears. Even the young men prepared themselves, hoping to catch the attention of a maiden. But the center of attention remained the prince. Wanto dressed almost like a princess. She believed the prince would choose her. But one thing she could not wear: royal necklaces. Yet another trap was being prepared. The king had his own plan.
Only 3 people knew the terrible secret: the king, the wizard, and Wanto.
And me, Sheila, I was no longer human. In Edo land, the king's word was law. No one questioned the fawn. Even when he traveled, his throne followed him. But behind the throne, many secrets lived in silence. Finally, the festival began. Drums thundered. Dancers filled the arena. The maidens stood ready, waiting to be chosen. Then the king stood.
My son shall watch the maidens dance before him. He must choose a bride today.
The spokesman repeated the king's command,
Hear the king's command!
and the drums began again. The whole kingdom waited for the prince to choose a wife, but the name he spoke shocked everyone. The drums thundered across the palace grounds. Every maiden danced, hoping to win the prince's heart. Each maiden danced for only a few seconds, but it took more than an hour for them all. They smiled, they moved with grace, but the prince watched in silence. When the final drumbeat ended, the king raised his hand.
My prince, it is time. Choose your bride.
The prince walked slowly toward the maidens. He looked at every face, but none of them were the one.
And may I say something? Whatever you say must be with a woman by your side. There is already a woman by my side. Then show us our future queen.
Wanto stepped forward, hoping the prince meant her. But the prince did not move.
Enough! Tell us her name!
The entire kingdom fell silent.
Her name is Sheila. Sheila?
The king remembered the name and the secret he buried. The past had returned, and the truth was coming. In the royal festival of Nso, magic decided who was strongest, but one spell revealed a secret the prince could not ignore. The mystical contest called Kissenin had begun. A wizard stepped forward and lit a massive fire. Then he jumped into the flames and danced. Others tried to follow, but many were burned. Then Tate stepped forward. He walked into the fire and danced without harm. The crowd roared. Another wizard lifted himself into the air. One failed and fell badly. Then another magician carried water inside a woven basket. But one man remained.
Kunka.
He was feared as the strongest mystic in the kingdom. Then Tate chose a maiden from the crowd. She stepped forward, trembling. Tate summoned a magical power. Danced around her, chanting ancient words. And suddenly, she turned into clay. The prince stood up immediately. But the king was not surprised. Then Tate reversed the spell, but that was his mistake. But the prince had seen enough. Something was terribly wrong between the king and his wizard. The prince had finally discovered the truth about Sheila. But when he rushed home to save her, what he saw would change everything. The prince now understood what had happened. Sheila had been transformed into a clay effigy.
I must take her to Tate. He will turn her back into human.
He left the ceremony before everyone. In Enso land, no one leaves before the king, but the prince did not care. His mind was already somewhere else. I followed him as a wandering soul.
But something strange happened. My soul felt pulled somewhere else. My soul and my clay body could never be separated.
The prince hurried through the empty markets. Everyone was still at the festival. The prince was excited. He believed he could save Sheila.
Here I come, my love. I will take you to Take. He will return you to human form.
I could feel the joy in his heart. Then the prince opened the door. But what he saw inside shattered his heart. When the prince returned to his chamber, his heart was full of hope.
My dearest Sheila.
But what he saw shattered his heart completely.
No, where is she?
The prince searched everywhere like a man losing his soul.
Who took her?
Even I, his Sheila, watched him suffer.
My prince, I am still here.
One name echoed in the prince's mind.
The merchant!
He searched the merchant's compound, but found nothing. Days passed, but the statue was gone. Then news came. Traders from the Western world had arrived. The prince hid his identity. And then he saw something suspicious. The prince's heart skipped.
That is her. Can I see this sculpture? I am sorry, my prince. It has already been sealed.
But the prince would not leave.
Where did you get this statue?
The pain in his voice echoed across the trading ground. The prince had finally found her, but the battle to save her had only begun. The prince's heart sank when the merchant revealed the truth. It was not Sheila's effigy, only a sacred mask. The prince returned home with a heart heavier than before. My prince, I am still with you. My soul wondered, yet I could never leave him. The prince quietly announced a reward.
Anyone who finds the stolen effigy will be richly rewarded.
But the king had already made another decision.
I will take another wife.
A grand festival was announced across the kingdom. Maidens and princesses arrived from distant kingdoms. The king searched for beauty wherever he could find it. And then the king saw her.
That maiden, bring her to me.
She did not come to be chosen, but the king had already decided. But another feeling began to grow. A dangerous love forbidden by the kingdom. But on the 7th day of the festival, something happened, something that would change everything. On the 7th day of the royal festival, destiny changed everything. The prince had sworn never to love another woman, but perhaps fate has another plan. Then suddenly, one princess caught his attention.
I choose you.
The crowd erupted with excitement.
My son has finally found a woman after his heart.
But the prince had noticed something no one else had seen. The prince requested to speak with her privately.
Where did you get that necklace?
What necklace?
My mother bought it from a statue during a trading festival.
Where was the statue sold?
It was bought by another prince.
Who?
The Prince of Balmung.
Balmung, the sworn enemy of his kingdom. The prince now knew where Sheila's effigy was, but to reclaim it, he would have to face his kingdom's greatest enemy. The journey to recover Sheila had just begun. The effigy was no longer in his kingdom. It had been taken to the land of his greatest enemy, the Balmung Kingdom. So the prince made a dangerous decision.
I will bring her back, no matter the cost.
He left his kingdom without telling anyone. And I followed him, bound to his soul. He crossed into Bambalang, the last land before danger. But he was not alone. The moment he crossed, they saw him.
Who are you?
I am just a poor man. I ran away from Etso.
He lied to save his life. And so, the prince became a servant in his enemy's palace. But even in disguise, he stood out. One person noticed him. He earned trust and uncovered secrets. And then, he found it. The effigy was inside the royal museum. But how would he take it from the enemy king? Then, fate gave him a chance.
I want a new story, something I have never heard. My king, I have a story.
And that story would change everything. He stood before the enemy king, ready to lie, to save the woman he loved.
Speak. What story do you bring? My king, what I'm about to say is true.
And so, he began the story that would change everything.
The great king of Israel was a humble maiden. She won the heart of the prince, but the king never approved.
Love turned into danger.
He ordered the magician to destroy her. And that night everything changed. She was turned into clay and taken far away, sold to a foreign prince. Ha ha ha! What a story! Is it true? Yes, my king. And you can recognize this statue? Not with my life.
The trap was set. Days later, fate answered him. He saw her.
Here she is. Stop. It's only a statue. She was once human.
The truth began to spread. The king was curious, but curiosity can be dangerous. The enemy king stood before her and was amazed.
If this was once human, then she was the most beautiful in so. This is the magic of art.
And so he made a dangerous decision. She was placed beside the king for all to see. But one man saw more than beauty. He thought of stealing her. But death stood in his way.
There is a magician who can bring her back.
Curiosity took over the king. Magicians came and failed. So he made a bold move, sent a messenger to Onso Kingdom. He invited his enemy,
My lord, I bring an invitation from my king to yours.
but the fawn was not a fool.
Send me 3 maidens or no magician.
And Bamum agreed. The magician was released. A risk for entertainment.
If you fail, the 7 dies.
My soul trembled. And then he arrived.
Can you bring her back? Only if she was once human.
He looked and recognized her. The past had returned. Everyone came to witness a miracle. But not everyone believed. They said it was a lie, a story from Unso. But one man was afraid.
My king, please, nothing must happen to it.
I hope you heard him. Nothing will happen to her.
But the palace was filled with doubt. A statue? Once human? Impossible. Even the wise began to question.
What if her soul is gone?
What if only a shadow remains? Fear entered my soul. And Sem heard everything. But Tate was not afraid.
No one should try anything foolish.
It was a warning to South. And then it began. The first attempt failed. He tried again and failed again.
Something is missing. Something is missing.
Then he disappeared. And everything changed.
You deceived us!
Take him away! No! You can't do this!
He was about to die for a lie.
What should we do with this deceiver?
And just when all hope was lost,
I am back, my majesty.
he returned with the missing piece.
The necklace completes the transformation.
And then the ritual began. He called her spirit back. I felt it. My soul was returning. The impossible had happened.
Where am I?
She is the most beautiful maiden I have ever seen.
Should I return her to clay?
No, she stays.
And just like that, I became his.
If she returns to Misor, she will not live again.
I was alive but not free. Every gaze felt dangerous. And the prince saw me as his possession.
You are mine.
I will only serve as a maid, not more.
But in Bamum, power decides everything. And that night, he sent for me. That night, she realized she was not free.
You should be grateful. I brought you back to life.
But life felt worse than death. And then that knock saved her.
Who this now? The king summons you.
But something felt different. The prince obeyed, but no one was there. And then he appeared.
Sheila, you must read now.
My heart recognized something.
Why do you speak my name like that?
I am from Noso.
But I did not know who he truly was. The next day, everything changed.
I will take her as my concubine.
A battle between father and son. I was no longer a person. I was a possession. And that night, it happened again.
If that slave dares return,
It is I, Ajara.
The prince was afraid. Who was she that even a prince feared? Ajara had arrived. Ajara was no ordinary maiden, and that night, the prince was afraid. Who was with you in this room?
no one.
I was told there is another maiden here.
You know I love you. You are my future queen.
But his words were not truth. She was right there, watching everything. That was when I realized she was his betrothed. But one question burned in my heart. Who exposed him? That night broke me.
I was nothing but something to be owned. I needed answers. Who are you and why are you protecting me?
I cannot protect you.
Why do you keep distracting the prince?
You are the reason I became a slave.
Then who are you? And then the truth came.
I am Prince Sim.
And her world stopped. My prince. For the first time, she felt safe.
But danger was still close. They had found each other, but escaping Bamum would cost everything. He was the prince all along, and now their love could destroy them both. I was not safe in Bamum, but going home was even worse. I was trapped between two fires.
That evening, I went back to the place we first met.
I sang the song of my childhood. Memories come back to me like the wind through the trees. In this quiet place, I find my peace. Mama, I'm still here.
But something felt wrong. Then suddenly, I knew that touch. We became each other's comfort. And before we knew it, we fell asleep. But even love was forbidden. In Bamum, I was above him, but in Nso, I was nothing. Our love was a dangerous secret. If the king found out, he would die. And then morning came. When I arrived, he was already kneeling before the king. The king had spoken, and this time, there was no escape.
The people are the eyes of the fawn. Is it true you were together in the bush?
We were only discussing matters.
Discussing with his arms around you?
It was never about the truth. He wanted her, and this was his chance.
You have a choice. Serve me the way I desire.
She understood exactly what he meant.
Or refuse and he will be punished.
Her choice would decide his fate. And just like that, he was taken away. That night, the king summoned her.
Are you ready to serve me?
I can serve you, but not like that.
Get out.
She had chosen, and now he would pay the price. The next morning, he stood at the edge of his life.
Please, my lord.
But when the king refuses, no one dares to show mercy. She made a choice that would cost her everything.
I will serve you, my king. Just please, do not harm him.
Are you sure?
I am sure.
She chose him over herself. And just like that, his life was spared.
Show him mercy. Take him away.
But her sacrifice had just begun. That night would decide everything. She needed a plan.
My king, allow me take food to the servant first.
Go, but return.
She was buying time. One last chance to save him.
Please, let me speak with him.
You know the rules. No visitors.
She leaned close and whispered hope.
Stay strong. Trust me.
I cannot bear knowing where you are going.
I did this to save you.
And then she returned.
Now, are you ready?
Not yet, my king. I need wine first.
She was stalling, fighting time itself. Night had only begun, and her fate was hanging by a thread. She had one chance, and one mistake could cost everything. And then it happened. That was my chance. I ran without looking back. When I reached the lock-in, the herbs had worked. I opened the gate.
We must go now.
What happened?
I drank the wine.
They had no time. The forest swallowed us. Every sound felt like danger. Love pushed us forward. But the border, they were waiting. There was no easy way across.
I will distract them.
No, I will.
But he refused. The crash changed everything. That was our moment. We ran with everything we had. And finally, they were safe. But safety comes with a price. The lost prince had finally returned. But in the palace, not everyone was happy. The land echoed with victory. But inside the palace,
Something felt wrong.
Find out what is happening. Yes, my king.
And then the truth arrived. The prince was back. And then he saw her. She was once clay, now she stood alive. He knew something was wrong.
She is 9, my missing rib.
And just like that, she became a threat. She carried secrets that could destroy the throne. Then the king summoned her.
Come to my chamber.
She walked in, knowing she might never return. The king had made his decision, and this time there was no escape.
You will refuse my son or face the consequences. And you will remain silent, or you will be silenced forever.
She understood exactly what he meant. The plan was cruel, but simple.
Reject him in front of everyone.
And another would take her place. The queen was behind it all. I overheard everything.
I want Prince Seng, and you shall have him.
I was surrounded by enemy, but if I disobeyed, I would disappear.
And yet, I remembered her words, "Take care of my son." The prince knew nothing. He was ready to make her his wife. And she was ready to break him.
Do you accept the prince as your husband?
One word would change everything. It was left to me alone, to accept the prince as my husband or to say no before the world. The king who had threatened me stood right there, watching my every move. Fear wrapped around my heart. My mind drifted back to that strange moment when my soul wandered while my body was still clay. In that realm, I met the spirit of the late queen, his mother. She appeared like a soft light in the unknown.
My daughter, take care of my son. You both need each other.
I remembered why he suffered to rescue me, why he became a servant just to restore me from clay to flesh. The choice was cruel. Reject him and live with a broken heart, or choose him and step into a life of danger. I knew the king wouldn't spare me anyway. The look in his eyes was not mercy, it was a warning.
His Majesty, the royal fawn, the son of Onso, may I make a request?
The king smiled. He believed I was about to reject the prince. He gave his approval, thinking he had won. I drew the prince aside and whispered into his ears. His eyes widened in shock, but he trusted me completely.
People of Ensu, land of the great lion, Vinua!
Before you cross a river without a bridge, even if you know how to swim,
Make sure there is no rain upstream.
The air grew tense. Even the king and his wife waited anxiously, unsure of what would come next. The prince made a bold request, one that could change everything.
is there anyone here who believes this union should not hold?
Silence filled the palace. Until
A hand was raised. Let the bride speak with wisdom, not just her heart. It sounded gentle, but it was a warning.
I will love him in this life and beyond.
And just like that, she chose love. But love created enemies. That night she finally felt peace. But the dead were not silent. She was shown the truth.
The shadows hold the truth. I see it now. When the palm wine comes, make the sign.
She saw her own fall. And then she woke up.
I am not safe.
The wedding was coming, but so was betrayal.
The queen called her, but not for kindness. She had just entered the royal chambers, but danger followed her.
Do not let him cry. He is the future king.
And then she understood. The prince's return had destroyed someone else's future.
A war had already begun. Days later, the palace celebrated. Food was served to kings, to chiefs, to strangers. And then to her.
She noticed something strange. Then she remembered. She was no longer just a maid.
But fate had already chosen its path. So she sacrificed her meal. And in that moment, everything changed. The feast turned into chaos, and a life was lost. The young prince was dying. They rushed him to Tate.
Amtashe.
But it was too late. The palace fell silent.
Sheila killed my son! I did nothing, he only ate my food.
And just like that, she became the enemy. They called her evil. So how did it reach her? Even the prince began to doubt.
You are sure you are innocent?
Love turned into suspicion.
You love the throne more than me.
She was left alone in chains. But the dead still spoke. The truth lies beneath the throne of deceit. A clue, a secret, a hidden truth. Days passed like years, and the day of judgment finally arrived.
When he returned, he brought no comfort.
You will face the verdict, and the truth will speak for itself.
He says, remember us, remember what we've been.
But his silence hurt more than any punishment. The entire kingdom gathered waiting to witness her fate.
She shall be banished forever.
Death was spared, but exile was a slow death.
You are exiled. She is innocent!
The entire kingdom froze.
I went to seek the truth from another diviner.
And what he found changed everything.
This is nonsense!
Then a new force arrived.
You will not silence the truth. Today I end your pride. Try me! Your fire is no match for my staff. We shall sail cannon and flew. Is that all?
Power clashed and fate was decided.
Spirits of the ancestors! Unleash your wrath!
Kumka performs ritual. Tate is transformed. The kingdom fell silent.
Those who plan this evil will fall next.
But even with the truth revealed, danger still remained. The king was not done. His plans had only become more dangerous. Twice they tried to destroy her. Twice they failed. This time, they would make her fall by herself. A sickness, mysterious, unstoppable, deadly.
My daughter, wake up, do not sleep.
The spirit returned more urgent than ever. She woke, but something was wrong. The air felt heavy, as if something unseen was watching. Then she saw it. Fear took over.
My prince! My prince! My prince! My prince!
Sheila, what happened?
Snake.
It's all right. I've got you.
The truth revealed itself. Serpent was destroyed, but the danger remained. Even after it was gone, fear refused to leave her.
She will not sleep alone again.
For the first time, she was no longer alone.
The queen warned me in my dream.
Now, he finally understood. She was no longer just unwanted. She was a target. But worse was coming. Something that would break him completely. The king fell, struck by a mysterious illness. No healer could save him. Wanto with the same sickness. Kumka arrived, demanding truth.
Confess or face the end.
But the king refused.
I switched the meat. The king gave it to me.
Truth shattered the palace. The king had killed his own son.
I did it, I caused it all.
And with his final breath, justice finally spoke. A new king rose, and I became his queen. Peace returned to the kingdom. The land prospered again. No voice was too small to be heard. Power is sweet, but dangerous in the wrong hands. Power abused destroys, but justice builds forever. King Sem ruled with mercy and discipline.